Right, let's have a look at this. Got all my generators. They're full of spiders, all in there. Spiders are everywhere. I'm surprised that there ain't some kind of massive nests and stuff. That we've got eggs up in there. Anyway, I'm gonna roast them right now because I'm gonna. Oh bloody hell! Right, I'm gonna need a spanner for that. But I'm gonna roast them. I'm gonna start all my generators up, and I was gonna do an oil change. I may still change the oil now, but what I want to do for now is see if I can get them to start up, because they've been sitting for so long now. I don't think, well, I think they're going to be quite difficult to start, if I'm honest. They're going to be too small. It might be. I don't think. Oh, bloody hell, what's going on here? Yeah, I think they're going to be a bit difficult to get going, so the plan is to get them going, and then I'll do the oil change after and clean the air filters, because I'm getting ready for the apocalypse. That's going to be happening because the world has gone nuts, so I'm going to make sure I've got power and everything I need. Turn that on. Got a bit of petrol in there. The petrol, what is in there, is 2-stroke. But only because I didn't have any unleaded left. So let's get going. I need to find something to load them up with it as well somewhere. Right, so we've got a tiny bit of rain coming down out here now, but that'll be alright. That won't scupper us. I'll turn it this way so you can see any smoke that might come out if it ever starts up. I don't have a lot of confidence in it. Blimey! That was impressive. Don't really like that, does it? Working though. It's hot. Right, I'll leave it there and leave it loaded up and see what happens. So it's been about 15 minutes now, and one thing to note is it has been keeping a steady revs. There's no trouble there. And that brings the old revs down again. Brings them up a little bit. But it's keeping a steady rev. And bear in mind, this is an 800, so I don't really know what it should be load tested at, but I'm going to assume it's about 650 to 700 watts is what it should be able to take. The 800 means nothing probably. I don't know, I may be wrong, but I'm putting in it, well I'm taking out of it 1000 watts, 375 degrees. So I'm taking out of it 1000 watts, which is going to be way over what it's rated to anyway, so we'll see what happens. The worst case scenario is it breaks, but it shouldn't do. It should trip out first, I hope. So I'm going to leave it for half an hour. Got another 1/4 is where I'm going to turn it off, and I'll get the other one out and see what happens to that one. Right, I've noticed now we're starting to get a bit of smoke. It's only been a few more minutes since I last showed you, but I can smell a bit of smoke, so I'm thinking, what's this all about? And it's obviously getting hot in there and burning off all the rubbish. all the rubbish in there. Now where it's not done anything for ages. That's good. That's good, that is. That's what you should see. When you load test the generator, there should be smoke coming out of it if it never does much work. Because that means it's burning off all the soot and all the unburnt fuel and oil what's been collecting in there. It's getting nice and hot and burning it off. Holy hell, man. Look. Those cobwebs get absolutely everywhere. I bet they're even inside there. It's crazy, man. The spiders are bloody all over the place. While that one's having its test. Oh, hello. We've got ourselves a bit of a spider. It's a bit dead. Anyway, while that one's having its test, let's have a look at this one. I actually painted this one. Didn't do a very good job of it because I didn't have the right paint and everything, but it was alright. It weren't too bad. This is a smaller one. But I'll tell you why I'm doing this, because with everything what's going on in the world at the minute, you know, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And I thought to myself, well, I need to protect myself, man. I need to protect myself. I need to make sure I've got electricity and all this kind of stuff if we lose the electric, you know. So, to make sure my generators are in alright condition. They won't power much, but a fridge freezer is, well, a fridge is about 75 watts, freezer, you know, not too much. You can power a few things, power your TV and all that if you still get television after you've had the, after the world's come to an end. But I thought it'd be pretty good to make sure we've got electric and things like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also going to go and fly a helicopter and an airplane, so that if anything happens I can go and nick an airplane. Because you've got to think, if there's an apocalypse going on or there's a bigger disaster, no one's going to care. There's not going to be anyone at the airports. So I can go to an airport and take a helicopter and fly to safety. Of course, if the world's coming to an end, can't really do that, but you know, it can still happen. Alright, because this one's only a 300, it says somewhere, yeah, oh no it's not, it's a 500. That one's a 300, but yeah, because this one's only a 500, I don't really want to be taking 1,000 watts out of it. So I've got this 500 watt light, and I'm just going to run an extension lead down and plug it in, and we'll have a 500 watt light coming out of it, and yeah, that should get it nice and hot anyway. I've got this one plugged in, but I haven't plugged the light into it yet. Got a bit of fuel in there. Never mind. We'll get it going in the end. Doesn't matter how much fuel it needs, we'll get it going. 500 watt light weren't really enough. Got the heat gun on it. 500. I mean 1,000. 1,000 watts coming out of it in a minute. Let's see if it lasts. See what happens. Gone. No power. Tripped it out, that's why. Obviously it was too much for it then, wasn't it? Right. Like that. Put the light back onto it and see how long that lasts. That's been on now with two 500 watt lights for a fair while now, and I think it performed alright. Well, it's another day now. Well, not another day, it's the next day, and I decided to leave all of this in mid, you know, workings or whatever you want to call it. We've got here. Right, mustn't lose that. That's important. I'll just put that down there. Right, what I've got in here. Here we go. I need to fix this. And it's been sitting on this bench now for a long time, meant to be fixed, but I've never got round to it. So, oh look, we've got some genuine Land Rover cold climate power steering fluid. That's going to have to go in. The funny thing was, I've done that whole service before the Land Rover, before the whole thing blew up. Fluid and everything to go in there, and it still didn't like it. Never mind. Right, bloody hell, we've got battery down here. See you later. Right, a few spark plugs. Don't know why I've kept them because they're not any good. That's those. Right, yep, see you later. Bye bye. Yep. Oh, that's all that. I'll put them in there. I'm gonna put that up there. So. Where are we? Here we go. Right, that's what we want. Now, what I'm going to try and do, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that. I can't see it, I can't see it. There's a crack. Just there. Can you see that crack that goes along there? That's stopping the suction from happening. The suction's leaking out. So, I don't know, I thought of several things. But what I'm going to try and do is get the old soldering iron. And I'm going to try and rubber weld it. I'm going to try and get the old rubber. And just brush it over the crack, and hopefully it will seal it up, and it won't leak anymore, and it will stick to the window. So this holds my little computer on the window. This does. It's not a sat nav, it's a computer holder. So we're going to find the old soldering iron, and we'll get going and see if we can do this. Alright, however, this is. Oh, it should work. I've done similar things before, so it should be alright. I'm not going to need any solder. So, cool. When was the last time I used that? What have we got here then? We've got, oh, that might be a good one. Actually, what was this one? That could also be a good one. I think we'll use that one. Let's chuck that one in there. I think we'll. That one needs cleaning. That one needs a jolly good old clean, that one, doesn't it? Stuff that in there. And what I'm going to use is this one. It's like a little. It's like a flathead screwdriver, but it ain't a flathead screwdriver. It's just a nice sort of soldering tip. So we'll stuff that in there, like that. Nice. Turn it on. Let it build up a bit of heat. It's burning. So, well, that's burning. Let's have a look here. I'm not going to need too much heat on it, actually. All I need to do is melt that rubber and get that to go across. I could stick a bit of glue on it, maybe. I could glue it together, but I don't really want to glue it. I'd rather just melt the old rubber across there. Is that enough yet? Oh, it's melting it. This could of course ruin it altogether, and then I'd have to glue it anyway. But it might work. Right, I think that's done it. I think that's done it, man. I'm gonna let that rubber dry. That's all the way across there now. That whole rubber's all spread all the way across. So I'm gonna let that dry a bit. I'm gonna go and try and stick it on the window, and we'll see whether it's actually worked. Should have done. We should be good. I've had to do a little bit of adjustment on it. It was better than it was, but it didn't stay on the window. It stuck to the window. Before it wouldn't stick to the window. This time it stuck to the window, but it wouldn't stay on the window for any more than about 10 seconds. So I've had a quick look at it, and the way that it works, it's got a little cam here on either side, and when you do that, it then pushes on that and brings the sucker down. A little spring in there as well, and there's a little spring in there which pings it back up again. So obviously as you put that up to the window and do that, it draws the middle in, goes, and then sucks it to the window. Then when you want to unsuck it, you just do that and it pops it back out, and away you go. So the air was escaping through the middle of this because there was a crack in the middle. So that's why I've now adjusted it again. There was obviously a small hole there, which was meaning that it would suck, and then over about 10 seconds it would the suction would escape through that little crack. So it's back in there again. No, that means back in there. I mean I've adjusted it. So just gonna let that dry. Well, I say dry. Let it cool down. Let it harden up a bit. But this is it's a bit old. This is about, how old is this? 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. It's 7 years old. So it's probably gone a bit brittle. It's gone very yellow. So. Oh well, I'll leave that go and see how long that lasts. Probably won't work very well, but never mind.